the mountains. We had some Charlene Malou and a number of counselors came down last Friday and went up the hill with us. A number of other people have come out as well. I don't know all the names, but I'm encouraged to see people understanding what our cause is, getting more and more calls from different people from around the province, chief council, other environmental groups. I just had a call from a feller from Nelson. He says, I'm known to the RCMP as Bob the Tree Hugger or something like that, or Jim the Tree Hugger, you say. He said if I needed help to give him a call, and he'll be calling me after our discussion here. I just wanted to say where we're at with since the last time we met Thursday evening. We were waiting on what was the outcome was going to happen in the court. Well, the judge did hand down an enforcement order, but there was conditions attached to that enforcement order. It's really unique. It's not cut and path like you would expect most orders to be, where RCMP can come in and enforce that order if asked. But in this case, it's not like that. It's just not what we thought it was going to be. So that's why we had a good number of people up in the mountains on Friday, thinking that once the order would come down, the TOCA and their contractors may try to move in, which they didn't. We did meet with the RCMP, Councillor Ray Marchand, Councillor Rhoda Bushenreiter, Councillor Homer Alexis, Stretchy Stuart Phillips, Mike Egan, our communications person. Did I miss anybody on Friday?
That was it.
That was the groups that we met with. And we're just, firstly, I've met with them 3 times, a total of 3 times now. There is an Aboriginal group. We did share with you on Thursday night. That was probably our first time. That was Diane, you were with us as well. That was the first or second time we met with them. I can't remember it all the times now. Anyway, on Friday, when we went into that discussion, there was cordial, pretty straightforward, asking whether or not, what's the RCMP going to do around the enforcement order. Well, they said off the get-go that they weren't going to enact it. They would try to look at other means to resolving the issue up in the woods. And but we were quite disturbed though by the end of the meeting. One of the officers, Sergeant Hogg, had received a phone call from James Baskerville, one of the higher ups of TOCA, and I'll just backtrack just a little bit here. When we first went in there, they told us nothing till at least Wednesday, was what we were told. And near the end of our conversation, we were told, well, maybe Monday TOCA may move in with their contractors. I just got off the phone with Grand Chief Phillips. He was on the phone with Ashley. He's one of the head guys in the RCMP here in the province of British Columbia. He was also a signatory to the safety protocol that we have First Nations and the RCMP, and that was signed back in 2006. Anyways, this feller, he's getting more and more alarmed now from the story that Stuart's telling him, because of we're getting conflicting messages between the RCMP, the local RCMP, Sergeant Bridges, and what the Aboriginal policing group is trying to do. And also, so the Aboriginal policing group and the SASE are in sync, but it's getting a little troubling now. So he's going to have to make some calls around. Also, too, we're at that Stuart and I will be putting together a notice to the RCMP basically to notify all the other surrounding surrounding detachment of what's going on here. I understand too, it was shared with me that the RCP, a plainclothes officer, and another officer came out to our checkpoint on Friday evening. You know, there's concerns about that. Firstly, they didn't have the cards to really identify themselves. Secondly, it seems like they're pushing their jurisdiction, I guess, here. They'll be taking over this area coming soon. And so, I don't think the Burgess is aware of what these other people are doing, and also too whether they're authorized to come out here and have discussions at 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't think that's going to be a time for them to be having any talks whatsoever. So we realize that. Ultimately, still, we are concerned about people's safety. As well, the Aboriginal group, the policing group anyways, have said that. After a meeting on Friday, Stuart had asked us, those who were there, like, basically, who do you trust? Do you trust these guys? Pretty much, who do you trust in the room? And we all pretty much agreed that the Indian people are okay. It's just the other people who are wishy-washy there. I don't trust them. We don't trust them. So, going back to where we're at, Stuart was saying in his conversation with the head guy from the province here, he's saying, anyways, there's nothing going to happen to this week. Bottom line is this week. As far as the RCP is involved, there won't be any enforcement order being brought down. Those were Stuart's words from his conversation with his other fellow. And, but anyways, part of this process, those guys, they did ask you, what's one of the things we didn't ask you on Thursday night? I thought Stuart said it, he did, and I did say it, and I thought about it about 3 o'clock in the morning, like, oh yeah, this is one of the things I was supposed to ask you guys. One of the things, one of the Goslin, his name is Goslin, Joslin?
Yes.
He asked us on Thursday, Diane, when we were there, if it would be all right if he and the other officer Chase would come up, would be allowed to come out and sit in on a community meeting like this. And we said no at the time. We said we'd ask
he's at my table.
if at all you want them in our presence. But that's all part of the process of what they do to try and infiltrate, I guess, to try to get a sense of where the community is at, how strong it is, and whatnot. So they're looking for information as well to try and they'll use it as best they can to in their negotiations. I guess as far as for tomorrow, I know when we left Stuart on Friday, we were concerned whether or not the contractors would be coming in. I was told too, but that there were some contractors that were in Merritt, and they were told to move their equipment over to the Beulah area for Monday. That's what I was told. But who's to say that was also too on the understanding when we thought that the enforcement order would be granted and that would be carried out. The plans change, and I think that's one of the huge plans that is currently changing for TOCA right now. We do understand, and I hope you would all understand too, that TOCA is not, we were told in our conversation on Friday by our lawyer, who had a candid conversation with TOCA's lawyer, that being Dan Bennett, that TOCA isn't really all hurt and everything like over this 15,000 meters. It's the other 30 cut blocks that they're looking at. That's the focus, and they're both making money. And they're going to